What's going on, gamers? Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, you're reading this. Oh, yeah. So, this doesn't surprise me. I think it's more than this. This supposedly came from last week and it leaked out recently. Switch 2 sold 5 million units in 26 days. Nintendo accidentally leaked this information. Sold, by the way, not shipped. I told people this year this console is going to easily sell 10 million units. And even though it's coming out in June, they didn't want to listen to me. You have people projecting the Wii U stuff too. What happened? Huh? Well, Tripster also making up stuff. Let's start off with him. We're gonna get back to this. Cyberpunk is running much better on Steam Deck than on the Switch. This guy, look, guys, already. See what I mean? This is why I said he higher frame rate, better lighting, locked res. This guy is so full of it. He's so full of it, y'all. Do not listen to anything this guy says. He's so fake. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it gets blown away. But this is just some funny stuff right here. Let's go back though to over here. Insanely overpriced, April 2nd. Welcome back to the Wii U. Yeah, what happened to all the Wii U stuff that people were talking about? Huh? So in 4 days, it hit 3.5. You know what I mean? We're already at 5. By the end of the year, it'll be 10 plus. You know what I mean? Yeah, people who don't understand, automatic conversion equals automatic victory. Even Phil Spencer told you that, and with the PS4 to PS5, we lost the biggest digital carryover, the biggest thing ever. Once you get that, it's automatically over. It's an automatic conversion without anything else considered. This is how I knew these people had no knowledge and they didn't understand how the market works. And all Sony's records, Pony sit down, have now been shattered. I've been trying to tell people this. It don't matter what you say, it's not going to change anything. All that nonsense people did, it's like you wasted all your time doing that, except for those people that grew their channel because they used Mario to grow their channel and made a ton of money, got a lot of subs, and got a lot of views. That's exactly, and they needed Nintendo to do that. Just saying, because some of them are grifters to me. There's a difference between exposing someone and then just only going against Nintendo when you wake up. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. It's just what they want to do. Just like I slam Sony a lot, but I feel like that's kind of like needed because they make more mistakes than anyone lately. Microsoft's got slammed too, but going back over here, it's the fastest selling system after 1 month. So clicking on this article, it takes us over here. Nintendo Switch 2 appears to have sold 5 million units in its first month. No console ever in history has done this. Remember, when the PlayStation and Xbox opened, they were supposed to be doing well. Xbox opened at what, 1 million or something, and that was supposed to be really good. And after that, it took a long time to even get a lot more sales going. They were dealing with certain restraints. PlayStation, same thing. We're gonna get some answers right here where PlayStation got right. So it seems that Nintendo has put out sales updates to the Nintendo Switch 2 to its investor relations website early by accident. They didn't even want it to be out. Revealing that the console has sold over 5 million units worldwide from June 5th to June 30th. That's 25 days. Mm-hmm. The update has been withdrawn as of 7 p.m. Tokyo time last night. Show that Nintendo Switch sold 5 million units in its first 26 days on the market. Here's the regional breakdown. Sold, not shipped. Let's remember that so we can know what that means, the difference. So yeah, I mean, there's more in the market. They're trying to meet as many as they can, and it's still oversold out in Japan. In places, as soon as it appears, it's gone instantly. You know what I mean? And you have people making up narratives and stories saying, it's just sitting in the shelves. Nobody's buying. I'm like, dude, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, those are the type of people that I'm trying to tell you. They're trying to paint a picture and they're frauds. And a lot of them also are ignorant who follow them. Then you have the blind leading the blind. It's like, dude, I told people they have the healthiest ecosystem in the gaming industry. They don't have to bend the knee to anyone. They've done so much work for their brand in the past 40 years that it's solidified for life. People know they can trust them. You can make a couple mistakes here and there. Yeah, they may have done some anti-consumer moves lately. I've admitted that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, without them, the gaming industry is going to be hurting so much. And they're nowhere near as anti-consumer compared to Sony and Microsoft as an actual whole company in general. I've been telling people this. It's no contest. So this is really good for the gaming industry because this means more health, more growth on the market, more third-party support, more first-party growth. And this is going to continue to grow and get more and more healthy. And there's going to be more games announced. You know what I mean? More third-party growth in Japan, more Japanese games coming to Western society. There's so many positive ways to look at this. You know what I mean? This is what we're going to do here because that's what that balance is about. So it says this remarkable achievement has, of course, shattered records. It took 26 days for a Switch to sell 5 million, 2.5 months for PlayStation 5 to hit 3.4 million in its first month. So PlayStation 5 did 3.4 in a month. Switch did 5. The Switch 1, since they undershipped, only did 2.74. Yeah, it was undershipped. They were a little bit worried too because they had that Wii U fear, but now they don't have to worry about that anymore. So, yeah, interesting stuff here at Nintendo Soup, isn't it? Now, let's see if anybody added any comments. I don't think a lot of people go here. What we probably could find is something probably on N4G, but it doesn't even really need to be that. So, and this doesn't even have to be a long video. This is basically just saying, congratulations, you guys did a very good job with the Switch 1, so it's paying off with the Switch 2. And you finished a generation strong. You didn't tell somebody, oh, here comes the Switch 1 four years into the console, right? Or 4.5 years in the console comes the Switch 2. He's like, finish your damn generations. They finished it. Even this year, they're still dropping games for the Switch. They finished strong, and they did a get off my back reveal in January. So, and in April was the real reveal, and then the rage happened with the 80 on the Mario Kart. So they didn't even reveal it till then. That's how you do it. This company always sets a very good example of how to do things right in a gaming industry. No layoffs, no microtransactions, finishing your generation, not releasing broken products. You see what I mean? Giving you real gimmicks and video games, being innovative, setting the way and pacing the way and leading. Not betraying your own country and selling out like Sony did, abandoning Japan to go over in California and end up having a bunch of layoffs there and all that other buffoonery. No, they have a perfect balance across the world between Japan and Europe and American society. You'll see that equilibrium of sales and a balance. And I love that. And it's all in-house that is leading. Third-party developers are not coming to hijack their world and take over and run their device while they sit in the back and third-party vampire or be fat like those people over in Valve on Steam, just, you know, having a whole bunch of other people's games and not making any games for the gaming community. And they have so much money to be able to do it easily, but they still don't make any games. They don't sit there monopolizing. Like, I could give you a lot of positive things where I always want this to grow and continue. You know what I mean? Because it's good for the state of the gaming industry. And there's not a single individual who's in the industry like you would see even at Microsoft or even Sony that would not either, or at Sega, because they understand the critical importance from a developer perspective, from a console growth perspective, from an innovation perspective. You know what I mean? Key templates for development, like when a new Zelda comes out, when a new Mario comes out, the whole world is watching. What can we do to better our development for our genres? There's just so many things that, you know, I notice, because I think when people's intelligence are more higher, they'll be able to be more aware of this type of stuff rather than the small-minded projections I've seen going around. Because I'm like, but do you understand what you're saying? Like what that really means for the health and the state of the gaming industry, for all developers to be inspired. You know what I mean? For future hardware and all other sorts of things, like how important all this stuff is. Not just, oh, this game is this price and everything is, you know what I mean? So no. There's a lot more to it than that. We need to look at how much more this is positively affecting the gaming industry. And then we'll look at the negatives like we look at as well, too. But there's a lot more positives here than there is negatives, and how critical it is for this to enter the console market at this point right now, more than ever, with the Xbox hardware not doing anything, with Sony canceling everything. Like how critical it is to have that third entry and somebody who needs to get back leadership from Sony and snatch it back from them because they're not being the leader they need to be. So Nintendo winning and outselling is great, because like I told you, with Microsoft going to a PC hybrid, all that's left is Sony to themselves in that aspect. That's why you want their third party to grow and more of that to happen. I'm telling you guys, it's important for the state of the industry, because it's over between PlayStation versus Xbox. Now what's left in the console world is Nintendo and Sony. So it's important for them to be successful. You want gaming to always be successful, even if it's the platform that you're not on, because this is very critical. I'm telling you this. So this 5 million is just a start. I can't wait to get to 10 million. I can't wait to get to 15, to 20, to 25, to 30, all the way up to 100 million, because listen to me, this console will get to 100 million or somewhere around there. I'm telling you. And we have a phenomenal road ahead of us. Gaming is going to get better. Yes, it's been rough, but there's going to be more positives coming, and more continues to come. So I'm very happy about this. Once again, proved all the haters wrong. I was right. They were all wrong. Nothing new here. You're going to see this a lot on this channel. As I said, continue watching me, and you'll realize that the truth is going to be getting out. So going down here to read some of these comments. So it's like the Wii U then, which I kind of find funny, right? No, it's not, bro. The Wii U sold like 3 million. Like, no, it ended up sold like 14 million or whatever. So more than the Vita. But this is sarcasm because these are people, once again, who don't know what they're talking about. Sold out in a flash. Disappointed even faster. Classic Nintendo. Also big when your target audience is still figure out how to color inside the lines. Yeah, this is a person who has a problem with them, by the way. They said that when Sony comes with their handheld, they'll outsell. And this guy says so far he thinks the Switch has went up to 8 million according to total global sales. I don't know about that. We're gonna see. That's a lot of Switch 2s out there. Wow, insane, because most people are not used to these numbers on other platforms. And I've been telling them, Nintendo's gonna come break all the records. And what did they do? Yeah, give me my credit here. You goddamn haters. Yeah, but of course they don't do that because they're a bunch of losers. For those that do, respect, because I'm telling you, I've been doing this for a long time, and you're going to be seeing it being done for a long time because I know what I'm talking about. You know, fanboys are butthurt right now. Ponies, sit down. And even the people hating on Xbox and people hating on PC too. Because you have a lot of people that hate because their platform is not doing what they want, what this platform is doing, they're going to hate. But if the other platform is doing it that they liked, oh, they'd be jumping through the roof because they can't get this type of performance. It's mind-blowing to them to see this. And a lot of them are salty. Remember what they said? If you don't have any haters, you're not doing it right. The Nintendo hate, yeah, you're going to have to learn to satiate. Nintendo Switch 2 hot sold every PC handheld combined in less than a month. And I was a monster. Hey, that's why I've been trying to tell people. Steam Deck's like, dude, shut up. It'll outsell that. Its lifetime sales in less than a month. It doesn't even compare. Like I said, I want to be Switch with no games. It is. Like Gabe Newell said, I'm jealous and envious of Nintendo's ability to create hardware and software harmoniously together and dominate. You know why he said that? Because he knew he wanted to make a wannabe copy of that. And he wasn't making no games. He ain't gonna give you anything, just buy my hardware. Yeah, imagine people launching devices today with no games. Yeah, it seems to be a thing, wouldn't it? Back then, you ain't doing that. And there's no hype for the system according to Twitter. This is what I mean. Don't listen to the internet. Don't listen to Twitter. Don't listen to these YouTube influencers. They're all a bunch of delusional idiots by saying that it was going to fail and the Wii U, like, don't listen to them. Listen to me, because I know what I'm talking about. And when I'm wrong, come and tell me. You know what I mean? Because I have enough courage and enough confidence to tell you that I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this since the 90s. You know what I mean? I've been around since 1993 playing video games. I was born in 89, obviously. But yeah, 80s baby here, even though the last year, but still. I know what I'm talking about here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tripster. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to this page. Me versus Nintendo fans beating every single one of them. You ain't gonna beat me, and I'm not a Nintendo fan either, but I do love Nintendo. Well, actually, I'm a Nintendo fan. He didn't say fan, but I'm a Nintendo fan. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was an Xbox fan too, PC fan. I like all of them. You know what I mean? I'm a gaming fan in general. But I love gaming. Come challenge me. I'm waiting. You ain't gonna beat me. I ain't losing to no tripster. He's gonna get so mad he's gonna take his glasses off. He's gonna take these off right here. Though he ain't no Cyclops. Cyclops is, you know, you wouldn't be ignorant like that. But yeah, once again, ponies, sit down, get ready for it. Nintendo's coming again. They got the market lead. They're gonna outsell you again. The software's gonna outsell you. Hardware's gonna outsell you. They're snatching all MPDs. Get ready. Oh yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't hate. Appreciate.